Hi, I'm Yapo, and with me today is Olesh.
How you doing?
And this is the finals of the second LP League. This is Niflheim against Beneath the Whoops Beneath the Fold, a High Elf team. You'll notice that I no longer have an assistant coach or a cheerleader
I think that may not be true anymore.
because I dropped them to get 100 team value worth of inducements. And actually, Whoop and I spent like 5 minutes each dropping like one at a time because he dropped one so I'd have 90. And then I dropped the assistant coach so I could have 100, and then he dropped his cheerleader, so I had to go drop my cheerleader.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's sort of metagamey, but works.
Yeah, so we can buy those back if people really want, but I thought it would be appropriate since it's the final to at least try and get 100. And I actually took a bribe. I thought about taking an apothecary, but he doesn't have anyone with mighty blow or anything like that because he's elves. So
So you took a babe and a bribe?
no,
No,
just a
you're
bribe.
right.
I'm not goblins.
Right. I've been so used to playing goblins. I was like, what? Bribes aren't 50k?
Yeah.
All right. So it looks like you're receiving. Always good versus elves.
And high elves are armor value 8, so they're actually more resilient than all my guys are. But I have mighty blow, claw, and all that other stuff.
Block free on everyone.
Not everyone actually has block.
Oh, that's right. The elves.
No, one of the elves, I forget his name, he's shit. Highlights on Comatose, or not Comatose, Whoop's team include this Blitzer who's plus agility, leap, strip ball, and minus strength.
So it's basically like a war dancer, but worse.
Yeah. Another highlight is he has a plus agility, plus movement catcher,
Oh.
which means it's 9 movement, named Yapo, as a matter of fact. So I'm
Oh,
actually the
well,
best
that
player on his
explains
team.
everything. That's been true in previous games as well.
It's Magnus for Magnuson, it's the shitty elf.
Yeah. Well, he's AG1. That doesn't even matter.
Well, I meant mostly the lack of skills.
Well, that's what happens when a werewolf dies. Sven is still the bestest berserker.
And that would be Comatose, who is actually playing in the league, I believe. I can't
It's
remember.
alright. It's the final. Rocks fall, everyone dies.
There's too many leagues to keep track of in Blood Bowl right now.
There's two different random skills league. This league, the Goonball League.
Fumble League.
Goonball's actually in the playoffs now. It's amazing.
That is amazing, considering Goonball started before the LP even started.
Goonball started back in November.
But yeah, my basic strategy here is just kind of slowly grind up and punch as many elves as I possibly can.
Yep.
Because he's got 3 5 agility players, so he's gonna score on me fairly easily.
Yeah, you can't really stop him from scoring, but you can penalize him every time he does.
That's the goal. It's pretty standard. Kill all elves.
Yeah. And that was the second best bounce on that optional pass.
Yeah, I figured that was relatively safe because it was a 3+ and a 3+.
We'll see whether or not you were proven wrong, won't we? No, it seems like it'd be relatively safe.
It's a 3+ pickup, though, is the problem. But going for it. Another thing of note is he has like 3 guys with guard.
Oh, that's always horrible.
So-
Elves aren't supposed to have guard.
So he actually like outguards me. And most of his blitzers are like pro elf blitzers, or one of his blitzers at least has sidestep, which, as a frenzy person, sidestep is the worst thing.
Yeah. Almost as bad as Fend.
Finn's not that bad. Because Finn, you at least get 1 good block. And you're not going to get the second one. Sidestep, you're like, well,
It could be a good block, or I could be dicking myself over.
yeah. And I always forget about it until I go to push. I'm like, damn it. Then I'm going to walk into a -2 dice block because I can't pick where they're going.
Worse is when you forget and you try and surf someone with sidestep when you have frenzy,
Actually,
and you end up putting your guy in surfing position.
that actually comes up a little later on in the video.
Oh, spoilers.
Because, I think it would be pretty obvious that I try and surf people. I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's kind of
You're
a
not-
well-established pattern by now. So, I mean, I don't really think that's a
Yeah.
shocking revelation to anyone.
No. It's a shame that you don't have more tackle.
I've got 3 tacklers, which I feel like is a pretty good number.
And it doesn't really matter if you roll POWs.
There you go. Peyton Manley has the weirdest grab bag of skills.
Mighty Blow, block, frenzy, tackle, and dodge.
Yep.
That puts him as a pretty consistent blitzer.
Yeah, and I rerolled that because I want to kill him and also get him off the ball.
Oh, I forgot about the plus edgy.
And this is the first bug of the game.
Oh, you frenzied onto a ball, you didn't get your second punch.
Yep, if you pick up a ball in the middle of a frenzy block, you don't get to throw the second one. So, it's a really, really weird bug in Cyanide.
Yeah. Actually, I think there were a bunch like that in Fumble for a while, but they did eventually get fixed.
It's just, of all the like weird things that could happen, it's you pick up a ball so you stop throwing blocks, like.
Yeah.
And I spend a lot of effort trying to kill that blitzer because he's actually, even though he's only 2 strength, he's one of the biggest threats to my team as far as getting the ball out.
Well, he's a gutter runner.
Yeah.
Gutter runners are huge threats. Huge dicks.
You can leap into a cage on a 2+, and if he gets anything that's not a skull, he can get the ball out.
Yep.
So, Yeti's behaving fairly well this game so far. Kind of surprising, but he's marking an unskilled or a lineman with wrestle, so it's not the best choice, but
yeah. You seem to be sort of pushing him away.
yeah, try and get the elves as far away from the ball as possible is the other thing. Because he can still, with armor value 8 and the guard he's got, he can actually swamp me down like a more bashy team.
Mm-hmm. I didn't really look. Does he have the man disadvantage on you?
We both have 12 coming into the game. Because I have a miss next game lineman. I think he does too. Or it might just be missing players. I can't remember.
All right. So it's not guaranteed, but he can theoretically outpass you in the long run.
Yeah. Although the Mighty Blow helps with that. Because I've got 3 Mighty Blow guys.
And tackle.
And lots of tackle. And this is just... I mean, like I said, he can actually, like I said, do the orc play and just jam up the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just really, really annoying.
Well, with the Mighty Blow and tackle that you've got, and especially because he's elves, you kind of want him to do that. You want to have him stand next to all your guys and just punch him repeatedly.
That's true. And I was like, damn it, sidestep.
Huh. And now, damn it, guard.
Yeah. And I can't knock elves down even with tackle and a 2-dice block. I think I just like kept forgetting that sidestep existed.
Well, it looks here like you could at least have a chance to push him off. Depends on what you do with your oath.
Yeah, I think I was looking at like how I could blitz him out.
Some sort of weird chain push.
Yeah, I wasn't really seeing it, so we're doing some craziness.
That's certainly some craziness.
Let's see.
And he didn't sidestep back in? Oh, that is some craziness. Holy shit.
Well, if he sidesteps out, he can dodge away with his other guys, and my guy, if I don't knock him down, my guy ends up outside of the rest of my dudes.
Yeah.
So, and probably not the best plan, because, you know, his elves are really, really fast. But I was like, alright, this is a decent enough. I should be okay. I mean, he's got dodge. I'm sure I can knock down some elves and get some more people over there next turn.
And there's the thing, a lot of elves never actually take tackle themselves.
Yeah, that's the one saving grace of having a dodging ball carrier against elves. Although, strip ball is a bit of a pain.
Well, that's what Sure Hands is supposed to be for, but
Yeah, that's the big draw of Sure Hands, is that you don't spend rerolls to fail your pickups, and it counters strip ball. I was like, shit. So the number 3 there is a tackler and can actually get to me on a couple going for it.
but he chooses not to. Interesting.
I think it's just because the going for it. And he might have, well, that one's got a tackle too. Like, I think he has a, this is a surprisingly bashy elf team that also has a shitload of plus agilities.
Yeah, and 3 guards. Considering all of those have to be doubles.
Yeah, so far my armor's held up really well too.
Yeah, you haven't lost anyone off the pitch, have you?
Mm-mm.
Oh, and there's the POW.
Yep. From the wrestler even, so. And that's not good.
No. But you do have an Ulf that can get a blitz, right? That's an Ulf there?
Yep, 2 and 3.
I can never tell LE players apart.
And Disturbing Presence would have done something there had that elf not been plus agility.
Yeah.
I actually have a different idea here, because that elf has dodge. I gotta put some faith in the Yeti.
I was just waiting for the wild animal.
Nope, see, he's a good boy.
Yeti is remarkably well behaved.
But he can't even break armor with claw. Oh, and the plus agility guy that caught it is actually me.
Yeah.
So that's what Moleboy was pointing out there. And number 13 there has guard, so I can't get a 2db on the jump up. I have to move the Ulf in. Because literally every player has guard on this team, it feels like. Alright, so there's 2 dice.
But you still have your blitz.
4 dice. All from a tackler. And this is a tackle blitz.
6 dice.
Yep.
8 dice.
Yep. And nothing. That should, every third die you throw, like the frenzy block should have gotten me a POW push in some, or a POW or a POW push, like in some capacity.
Yeah.
But even in 6 die, you should get, you know, at least a POW. But nope.
Miserable.
So now that elf is like 9 movement, and he can chain push him off, so he doesn't have to worry about shadowing. And I probably can't catch him.
Yeah, there's another KO. It's always nice.
Yeah, that's true. Elves going down is a very good thing for me. I gotta figure out who to stomp. So I was like, oh wait, I have a bribe I need to use.
That was actually a pretty decent stomp. Very tactical.
Yeah, not bad. And it's a sidestepper, and I hate him, so made me feel better.
And hey, 1db POW.
Yes, thanks, game.
He's actually going to have a little bit of trouble Not too much, but a little bit of trouble getting that guy free, unless he just dodges out.
Yeah. Well, he has 5 agility. And
Yeah.
has, I guess, has tackle, but the only advantage here is I knocked down enough elves that he really can't like run straight down the field and form up on him because I can just swamp him with guys if he tries that.
Yeah.
And to be honest, this is good for me. The stuns aren't, but him using
No.
like 3 guys to punch my dudes up there is pretty good. And yeah, here's the chain push to get him out.
And he pushed from the right side, too.
Out of shadowing at least, which shouldn't have been a huge
Yeah.
issue because he's 9 movement to my 7, but
Yeah. And even if you do shadow, I mean, it's still, it's just another 2+ roll.
and I was really hoping he would have stayed there,
Oh, yeah.
but he moved because if he was there, I can chain push him into Sven. But from there, I don't think I can get the guys over to do it. I guess I could have with the GFI there and some more people to guard, but
Jesus.
and there's 12.
12.
I was so mad at this point. I was like, come on, game. There's not a lot I can do when that happens. And so basically, you just, mark elves. Try to make sure they don't run away. And get the guys with 8 armor in there so that if they get punched, they hopefully won't die quite so easy.
Yeah.
At this point, I was pretty well like, you know what, that elf's gonna score, and there's not shit I'm gonna be able to do about it. I'll just punch as many elves as I can, so next half I can have a serious man advantage. And all the guard guys mean I can't do the frenzy block there. And since Hornless Concussed Beastman is a cripple with no ankles,
Yeah.
it's like, alright, you know what, we'll just punch elves over here. This isn't the best strategy decision, I'm sure, because I'm moving guys away from the ball, but damn it, I want to kill some elves.
Yeah. At least you're getting guys who don't actually have dodge, but
Well, Mangle Armor has tackle.
yeah.
Oh, I guess I went for this, even though I would follow up into a negative, and that would put him where he could just freely block my Shadower. That was a stupid choice. I hate rewatching these because I'm like, why did I do these things?
Everything's always so obvious in hindsight.
I also tend to just like kind of only halfway pay attention to my turns. Like, Woop was actually, like planning and plotting and taking time to look and see what he could do, and I'm just like, nope, we're doing it.
Yeah, I am noticing quite some cuts. Oh, he actually failed his shadowing.
Yep. Unfortunately for me, he remembered that he was marked for the shadowing and didn't just click forever,
Oh,
but failed the next one.
yeah.
He doesn't have to roll. He has to roll like, I guess, a 6. Yeah, he has to roll a 6 to escape, so it's not on 2 dice, so it's really not a very hard roll.
No, it isn't. He's got like better than 2/3 chance.
Here I am complaining.
He doesn't even have dodge.
He does, actually, I believe. And it wouldn't have mattered because I blitzed him with tacklers all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you were blitzing him with tacklers, but
I thought he did have dodge. He might not.
He looks like he just has block and catch.
Okay, well maybe. Then for some reason I thought he had dodge. I'm not sure why.
But again, you were blitzing him with tacklers. Wouldn't have mattered.
And finally fails a dodge.
Too late.
Yeah, this is not looking the best. But I will make sure that I actually, send guys forward to pressure him. So I have a bad habit of throwing blocks and then being like, shit. Because, the dub skulls.
Yeah.
Always,
And you don't want him to be able to stall.
always the dub skulls.
Hey, Magnus doing a thing.
Yep.
And a niggled elf. Always just the favorites.
A niggled guard elf.
Yeah. Well, he's got to keep it.
And he spent,
Apo'd back to a smash knee.
yep, same injury to same injury. It does not happen very often. I was trying to figure out if I could blitz the ball carrier, and I was like, no, but I can blitz that elf, who's a huge pain in my ass. And foul him after I knock him down, if I can knock him down. Because number 11 is my dirty player there.
Yeah. Oh, and an injury.
Yep, just missed next game.
Well, that saves your bribe for the next half.
Yeah, I was like, yes, this is looking up in a hurry.
I mean, the second half is still going to be kind of a bitch. You haven't taken enough elves off.
There's like 3 or 4 off at least.
Like I said, you haven't taken enough elves off.
But I mean, they're all the good elves that I keep taking off.
Yeah, that is helpful.
I mean, the one that died, is an unskilled lineup, but I mean, I just took out a guard and one of the plus agility ones.
Oh, it's a shame.
Yeah, I was just gonna clear him out so I could get closer to the ball
Surf
carrier
him.
with the Ulf.
Oh.
I can't surf him unless I got. No, I couldn't surf him from there. The push would have been too weird. But yeah, so
No.
he's gonna score on my drive, but I still got lots of elves out, so. And if he scores this turn, I have 2 turns to score back, which is not super duper hard.
Yeah, you took what, 3 elves out, and then he's got a couple KOs that'll probably come back.
Yeah, 2 KOs, but I think they're 3 injured.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
And you still have nobody out.
Yep, AV7. It's the best armor.
87's best AV.
Don't let anyone tell
Oh,
you
and the
otherwise.
KOs stay asleep.
Yeah, so he's got, I believe, 7 players he can field.
It's going to be difficult for you to score in 2 turns, though.
Well, I've got 7 movement.
Well, that is true.
I don't even have to make.
But he's still got
points.
the strip ball, dude.
No, the strip
Doesn't
baller
he?
got KO'd.
Oh. I guess I wasn't paying close enough attention.
So I set up and
Does one of his dudes actually have kick?
no, he does not. Which is handy for me.
Uh-oh, double rock. But he gets the KO.
And to be honest, that's like one of my random linos going down isn't really too bad.
Yeah, but him losing another elf off the pitch?
Is really, really good. And so my plan here is, you can see, push hard right, and I can hopefully follow up, or I can hopefully knock down the elf with the Ulf, and then he can't really get to me too easy.
Yeah, I mean,
And I'll at least make him make dodges and stuff to get there.
yeah. Plus, you can pretty easily sideline Cage.
Yeah, I've got a sidestepper and he has no grab, so.
Oh. Oh. This is totally gonna happen, isn't it?
I've done two-turn touchdowns before in the LP several times.
Yeah, but they never actually happen when they're important.
I've actually done a one-turn touchdown with Norse before.
Well, anyone can do a one-turn touchdown if you get the right setup.
With 7 movement. It's a lot harder.
You can do it with 6. It just requires some very precise pushes.
Yeah. Actually, Upin was supposed to comment on this game with us, and he's the one I did it against, but he decided he had better things to do than talk about internet football on a Friday after or mid-morning.
Damn, your Yeti is well behaved.
Yeah, he's doing great. Of course, he keeps standing elves like right next to him, so I don't even have to try and move him or anything. But
Yeah, the best part about it is that even though he can put guys next to it, there's nothing actually. Oh, GFI is the worst. There's nothing actually stopping you from punching them off later.
yeah, and it's a ridiculous elf movement. At least he already spent his reroll, so. But that's really bad for me.
That's actually, yeah, that's kind of a pain in the ass. Oh, and he flubs another dodge. Tackle doing a thing.
Tackle's really handy. So I spent a little bit here trying to figure out what I was going to do. Just because.
Didn't spend that much time. It was only 10 seconds.
Well, I decided a worst case scenario I would try and kill some other elves while I was figuring out. While I was scheming. And I was like, well, if I push him out, I can surf him, but then I'll block myself in, and I'll have to dodge into like a tackle zone.
Yeah, there's just no easy way to get out. He did a really good job there.
And so, what I finally decided on is that I would surf that guard guy and sidestep Squizgar up the line.
Yes. Yes. Take advantage of your sidestep.
And because I mean he's block, dodge, guard. And I was like, I'll at least surf him, and then I'll have to dodge through a tackle zone still, but it'll be okay. And sidestep doesn't work
What?
like that apparently.
What?
Yeah, that's the second bug of the game.
Oh, that's horseshit.
Yes, yes it is. But on the plus side, Squizgar got stunned, and I just broke that elf's neck, which is minus agility.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yep. I would have been really, really pissed off had I gotten injured on that one. But luckily that at least didn't happen.
Excuse me. Oh, that's such bullshit. But it's at least another elf now.
Yeah.
He can theoretically get to 2-1.
Yeah, and he can't score here, so it's not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah. And granted, he's got up to 3 people who can be waking up next half, but
But there's now a 4th extra that's out, so he can at most have 8 people.
yeah. You know, right now he's only got 5 guys on the pitch.
And I have 1 KO, so I can still have my full complement, but
Yeah, and your KO can wake up. And you still have a bribe.
yeah, and he's receiving, which isn't the best, but I've got a couple of the plus agilities out, so a couple of the guard guys
all the
out.
KOs wake up.
And it's so weird because, you know, normally if you get sidestep, it puts him in the box, but Squizgar was just like laying there on the sideline. Like it was a really, really weird thing. Like I've never seen a bug like that happen before.
Cyanide.
But yeah, so those are, everyone's like, oh, it's the player bug, oh, it's the player bug. Nope. It's bugs that no one ever sees. kick shallow, really hoping for a blitz, but because like if I can get this ball, changes the ball game. But I mean, I kicked opposite side that he set up,
Yeah,
so that helps at least.
a little bit. It at least gives you a little bit of time to get your guys in position,
Yeah.
as opposed to him just taking it and then establishing himself on your side.
And the other nice thing is that I mean, 2 of his 3 guard guys are out now, so that really levels the playing field as far as throwing punches. And he still has
Yeah.
2+ agilities, including his thrower, because elf throwers aren't bullshit enough.
HG5 thrower.
He said apparently he had 2 agility 5 throwers and just decided to fire the other one because he didn't need it. I was like, seriously?
Yeah, you don't need the second one. It's a huge TD sink for something that's not going to matter in most games. If your thrower goes out as a high elf team, you're pretty much boned anyways. If you play the standard high elf long bomb game,
Which
he hasn't really been doing that.
Yeah, I kind of try and mark players so that you can't really bomb to them unless they move. And like at this point, I'm down to 10 because the assistant coach just got KO'd, but I can still, he'll grab the ball and run his thrower back, and I can double or triple mark all the receivers.
Yeah. Yeah, normally the high elf strategy seems to be just flood the backfield with receivers whenever possible.
That is a pretty good strategy when you have 5 agility and safe throw. High elf start with safe throw, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Safe throw lets you stop an interception on a 2, 3+.
It's just a straight agility roll.
So for that thrower, it's
agility 5,
2+.
2+.
So if you throw and your opponent manages to roll a 6, all you have to do is roll a 2+, and you just don't throw the ball. It's really.
It's not that you don't throw the ball; you still throw it.
Oh, do you throw it?
You just cancel the interception.
I just thought.
Safe throw's really good.
I thought you just held on to it.
Oh well, what it does is that any fumble that isn't a natural 1, you will hold on to the ball instead of dropping it.
Oh yeah, that's it. Safe throw is a ridiculously good skill if you have 4 agility. Like 3 agility, and 5 agility is just amazing.
Well, elves can't actually fumble except on a natural 1 most times.
I mean, if you're throwing a long bomb, you can.
Yeah, I guess.
You can roll a 3. But there's the first skull of the game, or dub skull of the game. Just is pretty good.
Second half.
Considering my record with dub skulls lately.
Yeah.
And basically every opportunity possible, I'm going to blitz the strip baller. Because he's 2 strength and I want to kill him.
Yep. Force him to make that 2+ dodge out.
He has leap too, so he can leap out, which is why I put the tackler there, is because now he has to leap back or leap into a tackle zone and then dodge out of someone with tackle. So really, I gotta hope he rolls snake eyes at some point effectively, but that's basically my only defense against 5 agility leap is make him make those a bunch of 2+ rolls and hope one of them fails.
Yeah.
And
because why not?
Just for good measure, we'll go mark the ball carrier with the Yeti.
It works.
And again, it's just trying to make him, make those rolls. And it was like, man, it's turn 9 and I still have my bribe left. I gotta get to Fallon, but.
Oh yeah, it's always sad.
But the bribe works, so at least I don't turn over or go down players.
Because having a bribe gives you such freedom because you can foul freely until you lose the bribe. So you can get, 3 or 4 fouls in sometimes without actually getting ejected.
I gotta say though, the bribe against the Wood Elves worked way better than this bribe.
Oh shit. Bribe against Wood Elves just means stomping more dancers forever.
And I was hoping that Blitzer would be out of movement, but elves have so much movement, it's not even cool.
At least dodge doing a thing.
I'm not really sure why. I guess he just wants that player out because he's a good player. But now it's 2+ and then like a 3+, a 2+, a 2+ for him to score. I missed an extra 2+ in there. He failed the 2+ catch, luckily.
So you have to burn a reroll.
And so now he's got a 2+ leap and a 2+ dodge.
There's his kind of double skulls.
It's the second one. I was like, yes. I'm not out of this game yet. And before I do anything, at least, I don't know why I just put one guy on the ball, because that guy can literally pick it up on a 2+ with one guy there, but
Yeah.
it made me feel better, so. I'm trying to remember what all I did here. Oh, okay, that's what I did. I was like, I don't want to have to actually make that dodge out, because I think one of those guys has tackle, so I'll just chain push him out. Never mind.
Well, he did the impossible. He took possession away from elves.
Yeah, that's it. You just got to make him roll those ones, and really, really hope it happens. And the Yeti's been so good this game.
So good.
And now just get elves away from me. If it will let me select people I want to push. Basically just trying to get all my punching in before I go to pick up the ball, because it's way safer to throw a 2 dice block than it is try and pick up the ball.
Yeah.
And hopefully when I go to pick up the ball I can actually throw it to him.
Avoiding those tricksy elf interceptions.
Yeah.
It's alright. Ball scattered pretty much the best place.
Yeah, that's the best possible scatter I could have hoped for. Now see, if Squizgar had diving catch, he would have had that ball. I'm just saying.
Diving catch, secret best skill.
I don't know that it's secret best. I mean, that I forget who it was, but that one play that I long bombed it like from my end zone to the very end, and I got like a diving catch in like 3 tackle zones because Odin had nerves of steel too.
Yeah.
Was one of like, I mean, that was like over like Skaven levels of bullshit. Like that was just completely amazing.
Oh. It's a shame. That's the minus movement guy, isn't it?
Yep, that's Hornless Cuspiceman, so he can hobble his way down the pitch slowly here.
There's only one thing to do. Hand off to the Yeti.
Down a touchdown in the final. It's probably not the time to Yeti ball.
It's always time to Yeti ball.
If I were up like 3 right now, I'd totally give it to the Yeti, but
Fun haver, never. Oh, there's that strip ball doing the thing.
that's not actually the strip baller.
Oh, it isn't?
No, the strip baller is his number 1 there with the huge hat,
Oh, he's helping.
who's marking an Ulf for some reason. And this isn't great because there's a bunch of elves standing around my ball carrier, and at least one of which has guard and sidestep.
And then he finally knocked the ball loose. No, that's not the ball.
Nope, he's just a shitload of elves standing around me.
Goddamn Ellie can't tell what the hell's going on.
It's a lot. It makes a lot more sense when you're playing. And actually, the easiest way to tell is if you look at the base of everyone. If they have a
Yeah.
gray square, that means they've already moved. If they have a dark gray a light gray or light gray square, and then the dark gray circle means they haven't moved yet.
Mm.
It's like he didn't do anything with his thrower last turn. Going for it. Never go for it. Now see, this chain push, it lets him sidestep.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I have no, like, I guess they just might have hard-coded the surfs on chain pushes.
Maybe.
Like,
It's still really lazy.
I really don't know. Like, I have no idea how that happened, because sidestep obviously isn't turned off, because I got blitzed, you know, on turn 9, and it worked. So. And this isn't great, but I'll go cage up here.
Try and punch him.
Yeah.
Just get him further away.
Yeah, just as far away from the ball as I possibly can. Would have preferred to knock him down, but you know.
Oh.
Yeah, he can't be amazing all the time, but done pretty well for himself, I gotta say.
Yeah. Looks like this is not going to be a Norse victory at this point, though.
You don't think so?
Well, you've got
I have
4 turns to get 2 scores.
Well, I have 5 turns to play for overtime,
Oh, that's right. I forget about overtime.
which at this point,
Is going to be pretty much in your advantage.
yeah, I'm gonna be playing for overtime at this point because
Yeah.
I received, and the way Cyanide does overtime is that it just literally adds 4 turns to the turn counter. Or no, he receives, so I get the last turn, and I'll always get the last turn until the game ends. So it's really in your advantage to receive first on a game that you think might go into overtime.
Oh, it's really your advantage to receive first as Norse.
Yeah, that too. And here comes the strip ball blitz.
Oh. Oh.
But you know that's all right.
A minus 2 dB strip ball. He didn't have wrestle.
No. Which is good
You
for
gotta
me.
have wrestle on your gutter runners.
Yeah, I can't believe he kept him with a minus strength, honestly. Like, he's still a dick, but
Well, he's got plus AG, which makes him really useful
he's got
as a receiver. But
2 other plus agility players, though.
AG5 on Elf is so good because, especially once you get that dodge, you can dodge through tackle zones on a 2+, pick up the ball in the tackle zone on a 2+, you know, actually pass long distances without, you know, strong arm or accurate.
I do love when throwers get doubles and get strong arm, though. I feel like I'm an elf on Norse when I get strong arms throwers.
AG3 throwing is not a bad thing.
It's really not. Like, everyone's like, oh, AG3, not
Yeah.
good for ball handling. It's really not that bad.
People hate on it, but just because you can't do a really good passing game out of the box doesn't mean that you can't do a passing game.
And sidestep. I hate it so much.
Well, you get another shot.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just put a 3 dB on him. That'll work.
It takes a sidestepper to kill a sidestepper. And finally,
Yeah. After however many dice.
and he's down.
Yep. Which means
This overtime is looking real good for you.
Hungry Like the Elf is actually now 1 casualty away from a level. Squizgar is 4 SPP from a level, so that's good. Alright, he's not too far. I think. I'm trying to remember where everyone else is on SPP. And I'm going to get hit with Strip Ball again, but I don't think he has any guard elves left, so
It's going to be another 2 dB.
yeah.
Minus 2 dB, rather.
So I got 3 KOs right now, but he's got 5 elves out. And 2 of my KOs, I think, are unskilled linemen. So.
Yeah.
And I actually
Oh.
took myself out of the game, so. It's not bad.
Well, at least you got sidestep.
Yeah, and strip ball means that it drops in the square you vacated.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in 4 tackle zones. Or at least it's supposed to. I guess it still scatters, but
Well, it drops and drops and scatters.
it's still in 3 tackle zones, including the shadowers. So and I thought this was a misclick because it's like a 3+, 3+, 2+ dodge. 2 of which are through tackle, like a tackle or a tackler. But apparently he just wanted an extra guy on the ball.
He just made a bad move.
I know it was bad. I just don't know that that was what I would have done in that situation. So yeah, I still got what 4 turns left that I can get to make it to the end zone. So I gotta start really working on towards that direction because he's gonna.
Yeah, you're still in your half. That's kind of a problem.
But I do have a 4 agility guy and like a 7 movement guy, so.
Guard helps too.
My 1 guard guy. What am I doing here?
What are you doing?
I don't know. I really don't.
Oh, I guess you were pushing him so that your Ulf could have some fun again.
Yeti?
Your Yeti.
I have no idea what I'm doing here or why I did it.
Well, you got a 3DB. That kind of helps.
ISO is just like, I guess just decided that I wasn't going to worry about the ball this turn. Or,
Well, you've got 4 tackle zones on it.
yeah, but a simple push can change that in a hurry.
That's the best Yeti.
Yeah.
So polite and well behaved.
And that means he's up to 10 SPP, so he only needs 3 more casts for his level and I don't know how many games, but it's been a lot.
Oh, I was actually expecting you to drop the ball.
Nope, I got it. And I went there because I was like, if it scatters, it'll be decent enough. And that way, too, if he hits me from anywhere near the bottom, he has to push me up near my other guys.
Oh no, Sven. Oh, phew.
Yeah, he's fine. We're good.
It's fine.
And that was he actually rolled a 7 on the armor value. So 6 armor there.
That -AP killed him.
It did, literally. But he got better. He's good.
He got better. He's fine.
Yeah, there are 6 elves left on the pitch. So this is looking.
Yeah, but you only have, what, 8 guys?
Yeah, but I also have 2 4 strengths and a 5 strength.
Yeah.
And he's going for the number 6 there is a wrestler. So I think that's what he's going for. Is his best choice.
The -2 DB wrestle.
No, because if he marks the Yeti, it'll be a 1 DB if he blitzes
Oh.
from the top left. Because
Yeah, I guess so.
10 is Hornus Cuspiesman who has guard, but he has the assist from his number 10.
And he gets to wrestle.
To the turf.
To the turf.
But that's not a great scatter for him.
No.
Because he's moved pretty well all of his guys, and it's still in 2 tackle zones, including the shadower tackle zone, so that's always a good thing.
Pickup failed.
And that's a great scatter.
Now you pretty much have to book it, though.
Oh, not really. I can punch all of his elves, so. I did not click reroll there. I went and looked, I actually went and looked at the frames, and it was selecting the die until a certain point down. and I went past it, and it's highlighted reroll, and I went back up past where it was selecting the die, and clicked,
Mm-hmm.
like back like where it was selecting it, not half a second prior, and it didn't count as clicking the die. It clicked as reroll.
That sucks.
Like and that was my last reroll too. Is the worst part. I was so mad.
Well, at least you got 3 turns to get it down the pitch.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Okay, that's what I do here.
Hornless concussed beastman.
No, because if I can knock
Oh.
down that elf, I can basically run away. And
Yeti is the best Yeti.
isn't he though?
Oh, he's so good.
So if I can dodge out and grab that ball, he really can't catch me.
Squizgar.
But I can't get the ball, so we're still okay. I still got 2 turns left.
It's gonna mean some GFIs though.
Actually, no, he doesn't. It's 13 spaces from the half line to the end zone, and Squizgar has 7 movement.
Yeah,
Right.
Squizgar's 1 space back.
Right, so it'll be 14 spaces.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because counting is hard.
Well, I was assuming that Squizgar would pick up the ball, but I don't know why I would assume that.
No, he will be running down the field as a receiver, and Mangalarmer or Peyton will be passing it to him.
Yeah.
Probably Mangalarmer since he has 4 agility.
Mm-hmm.
That's really nice for me because that stands him next to the Ulf. Putting it next to a couple of 4 strength guys is not the best way to ensure somebody stays marked.
Yeah. For turn 15, make sure someone is in scoring position.
Yes.
Anything else you do can fail. But if you don't do that, you can't score on turn 16.
Yeah, you were completely screwed if you messed that part up. I didn't want to make the GFI because fuck GFIs.
3+ with reroll is better than a 2+.
I don't have a reroll.
No reroll. Well, he doesn't have pass?
Not
No, it's not a
Mangalarmer.
thrower. Dur.
He's plus agility, which is why I use him more often than the passer. Cause
Yeah.
literally the only skill Peyton Manley has that helps is pass. I mean, he's basically backwards. Like the berserker with plus strength and or berserker with plus agility and a thrower with plus strength.
Plus strength, yeah. If he had plus agility, he would be the best thrower.
That would be nice, but I actually have a thrower that's both plus strength and plus agility. He's basically the best ball carrier.
Yeah. He's a vampire.
But with no negatrait.
Well, he sparkles a bit.
And so now his number 12 can mark me on 2 going for it, and his number 10 can blitz me. But to get to me, his number 10 has to go through 2 tackle zones and then 1 with no dodge and no reroll. So it's 4+, 3+, 2+, and then a 1 DB on a blodger.
Does Squizgar have sidestep too? Was he the one?
Yes, he does.
Oh, well.
4+, 3+, 2+.
Let's just make that easier.
Yeah, so even had I needed going for it, he would have helped me out there. I did that because he still hasn't moved the guy that can mark me, so I was like, alright, I will make sure that I can't be marked by anyone else. So now it's a 2DB for all the marbles. See if I win or not. Or not win, or tie to even try and win.
We'll see. Because you can't pull a 3DB out of your ass here. Unless you want to blitz with the Yeti, which
That's
may not be the best option.
no, I might be able to actually.
Well, you'd have to make your wild animal roll.
No, I could blitz with Peyton, I think. But it doesn't matter, because I knocked him down, so. Yeah. Gotta make it.
And it's a 1-1 at the end of the second half.
Yep. And I'm actually going to be posting overtime tomorrow, so see you guys then.